What's happening in Lake Tahoe? Well, after a day out on the beach or in the mountains or on the water, tune us in for the Tahoe Tonight Show. I say us because it's a jam-packed show full of interviews, people stopping by the studio, talking about events, businesses, 5, 8, and 11 o'clock.
As always, it's fun to have George in town.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. How have you been?
Really good. Really good.
Keeping busy?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you guys are in like the prime location for everybody coming in and out of town.
Yeah, it's a busy spot. Come get a Jamba Juice, get yourself a Starbucks, and then wander around the shopping center.
So what do we have today?
Well, I just brought a really random bunch of stuff today. One of them, we're always...
Isn't that what you always do?
Yeah, it is.
It's always a surprise.
Sometimes I have a theme. So anyway,
I like it.
Today's random is the theme.
Okay.
So pickup bags. Lots of people go hiking and so on around here, and it's really awesome for people to help us out and make sure that we pick up after ourselves. And it's no one ever likes the awkward situation. The dog just took a crap and they're standing there going, I don't know what to do. Well, there's great ways to deal with that. One, just have them with you, and secondly, they attach to your leash, and they'll have other little features like places to put your keys or places to actually hang the little poop bags on there, so you don't have to walk around like you're carrying a little like.
See, because then you see a lot of people, they'll put their dog's poop in a bag, and I feel like they're like, oh, I'll just set it here and I'll get it later.
I know,
and then
it's
they
so funny,
don't get it later.
It's like there's no poop
a line
fairy.
Of poop bags.
Yeah, exactly. So there's just some that, and it's just nice and convenient, and you can attach them to your belt or your leash or whatever, and make it really easy for you when you're on the trail. So that was one thing. And then the other is, some dogs hate being brushed, or they have a coat that
it would be so relaxing.
Yeah,
like, all I want is someone to like just rub my head.
Well, it depends a little. Maybe it depends a little bit on the dog too.
Okay.
So some dogs have hair, and some have fur, and some have a really thick coat, and some don't. So they get scratched, or it pulls their hair.
Yeah.
So this is just a good alternative way. It's a silicone brush that has a really great texture on it. You can use it also when washing the dog. You can use it to brush the dog.
Okay.
It also helps to. They say that part of when your dog stinks, sometimes there's lots of dirt and nastiness
like
in the hair follicles and things, and it helps to sort of break that down.
I was expecting it to be all like sticky.
Yeah, I mean, it has a little bit of grit, so it's kind of.
I would like this.
It's gentle enough that it'll brush the dog, help get some of the loose hair out, help to de-shed the dog, and then you can also use it when you're washing the dog. Okay. And then they're just, the reason they're different colors is they're actually, it's hard probably to see on TV, but they're different textures. So there's some that are some are a little stiffer, some are a little softer, and they're for different types of coats. So and there's actually more choices than just this. So so we can help people out if your dog just plain doesn't like to be brushed. There's lots of great alternative ways to deal with that.
Keep their coat shiny.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing about it's fun is a local guy makes us all these great catnip toys, and we were just talking about before the show that catnip is actually has different effects on cats, and I think I actually am not 100% sure, but there's different types of catnip, so it's not simply there's just one type, so maybe different types have different impacts on the cat. Some cats become really mellow, some go totally crazy.
I've only seen dogs going a whole nother level, or cats going a whole nother level of like,
they start climbing your curtains and things like that. Well, another thing for people to know is that a lot of times catnip toys don't have a lot of catnip in them. In other words, it's really expensive. Catnip is quite expensive, so catnip companies will fill them up with all kinds of other things and they just put a little bit of catnip in there. This is one example, and others that we have are 100% catnip. So people are
inside.
Yeah, so people are always like, wow, my cat just went crazy for that one. We're like, yeah, because that one actually had lots of catnip in it. So they come in a bunch of different shapes and sizes. We have some that you can actually refill into toys, and it's super fun. Some cats some sleep with it, and then we save the best for last.
Yes. Should we save this one for absolute last?
So we have all this great collection of mats that are just silly, and some of them are maybe offensive. What does it say? A fragile and very sensitive big ass dog lives here. This is my personal favorite. Agenda for the day: let dog in, let dog out, let dog in. Which is our dog does that 100,000 times a day. So there's a whole. I mean, we probably have about 30 different ones, and you can show them the best of them all. Some of them are slightly offensive, but
I like
depending on your sense of humor, you might find this very funny.
Right?
Hopefully we made some people laugh this morning.
It's a great way to start your day. Humor. Here you go, people.
So anyway, there's all kinds of other things in the store that are just fun, silly, great gift items, and then a lot of the great functional items, happy or healthy foods and treats.
Yeah, and the treats are amazing. You guys have so many different themes, whether it's birthday or there's cookies.
The baked treats in particular.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
And thanks so much for coming in, as
Thanks
always.
for having me. I appreciate it.
Bring your dog in there, have them pick out their own treat. My friend's dog always used to love to do that until you get like 3 in your mouth. It's like, well, here's all of that.
Help yourself.
Right? Well, thanks so much. We'll see you next time.
Okay, appreciate it.
And we'll be right back with more Tahoe Today.